What's up, everybody? It's your host, Mr. Willis, for the What You Talking About Willis podcast. Let me just say that I apologize to those that's been supporting me, that's been following the channel. Um, it's been a year. It's been a year for sure. But I apologize for the long break in between episodes. I just want to thank those that supported me from day one, like I do on all my shows. Thank you all so much. We are growing. We are growing. The page is still getting subscribers. Again, like, subscribe, and share. But I want to thank those that's been with me from day one. You know, I love y'all. Those that's new here, thank you so much. I love engaging with everybody that's a subscriber and supporter of the page. So, welcome to the page. This is where we do the raw, unedited truth about what's going on in the world. So, I appreciate you wanting to be a part of this. And make sure you tell everybody, tell your friends to come on to the page, come hang out with me, Mr. Willis. And this is where I just speak my mind on stuff that's going on in the world. So, thank you for being here. Those that's been here from day one. Love y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. Also want to give thanks to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for allowing me to do this and speak my mind. I haven't talked to y'all since what, November 5th? So November 5th was a good day for us conservative folk, Trump supporting folk. We got my boy back in office. He is the president-elect, and a lot has happened. A lot has happened since then. And I just want to talk about a couple of things. But the main thing is it's been real funny to see all the liberal meltdowns. I'm not going to sit here and play all the hundreds of videos that I have of the liberal meltdowns of people breaking down because Trump got reelected. I just want to say we did it, guys. We got our guy back in office. And what's crazy is these lefty liberal losers, they don't realize that we really saved them, and we saved the country from utter disaster if Kamala was actual president of the United States. Um, if that would have happened, we all would have been in trouble. So we are all heroes that wanted what's best for the country. We voted that way. The people spoke. We were tired of what was going on the last 4 years. We were sick of it. And not only did he win, it was an overwhelmingly sweeping victory for Trump, right? At one point, I was waiting for them to call North Carolina and Georgia and stuff like that. We, the people, knew that we weren't going to stand for any fishy stuff. So shout out to us. Um, Shout out to Trump getting in office. Shout out to us doing our part. I mean, we've been campaigning, at least us individually, we've been campaigning since Biden got in office. Since 2020, we were already prepared for this year because we knew what we had to do. And we went out and did it. So shout out to everybody that voted. Shout out to everybody that knew what had to be done and did it. Everybody did their part. I mean, they tried to take my guy out twice with these assassination attempts. They try to smear his name with defamation and all these court cases. And it's just great to see that despite all that, despite all the hate we were getting for supporting Trump, to see that we overcame and he overcame and we got him in the office. So shout out to everybody since that day. I know I haven't talked to y'all, but it's been good. It's been good. So shout out to y'all. Now, what I'm noticing is coming back is the woke mafia. They're trying to come back. Black Lives Matter is trying to come back. The woke liberals are trying to come back. It's actually, here we go again, right? 2016, here we go again. The wokeness is trying to rear his head. Even Black Lives Matter is trying to rear his ugly head again to try to stay relevant, right? They're trying to stay relevant. Daniel Penny. Y'all remember that story? Y'all remember the story Daniel Penny, right? On the subway, Jordan Neely causing a ruckus on campus to the point where he had actually people scared for their lives on there because he was threatening people, right? He was threatening people. So Daniel Penny subdued him. Now, I never want anyone to die. That's not what I'm here to do. I don't want anyone to die, right? But you have to be responsible for your actions, and your actions cause a reaction. And shout out to Daniel Penny. He's the only one on there on the train, and subdued them. Unfortunately, Jordan Neely passed away, but he's a hero. The dude was actively threatening people and causing a problem for everyday people just riding the train, trying to get to work, trying to get to home, get to wherever, causing a scene, ruining people's lives. People just trying to get to where they want to go, and being a threat, being a nuisance. And Daniel Penny took him down, subdued him. Fortunately, Jordan Lee died. And then instead of recognizing what he did for the community, for the people on that train, they took him to jail. They tried to charge this man with murder. Well, shout out to him that he was acquitted on all charges, not found not guilty, and he's a free man. But now Black Lives Matter want to show their face and all sorts of stuff. So there's a lot of stuff going on, right? There's a lot of stuff going on. The woke mafia is coming back. I tell y'all what, man, I'm about sick and tired of Black Lives Matter. They really haven't had nothing to run off, really, for these past 4 years. So they had to drum up the Daniel Penny case and come back out here to be a nuisance to everybody. Here they are right now, or after the case was closed, pretty much, after the verdict was read. Now they out here back in the streets again. You know what? It's dumb because they come out here. Now y'all look at this. I don't even see a lot of black people, which is crazy to me. Y'all, let me know if I'm wrong. I don't even see a lot of black people in this so-called movement. And now they're dumb enough to go down on the train tracks. You touch that third rail if you want, you'll be in some trouble. But they're just a nuisance. The Black Lives Matter doesn't do anything for the black community. They've done nothing. In my opinion, they've done nothing. They've done absolutely nothing. And yet people still ride this train of Black Lives Matter. Black lives don't matter to them at all. I can't even talk about it. I say this every time. Black people kill black people all the time. You never see this. Families are being torn apart by black on black violence. You never see this. Children being killed by drive-by shootings or shootings in the places that they live. Straight bullets coming and killing them, killing 3 and 4 and 7-year-old children. You don't see this. And who's making up the lyrics? It's been the same lyrics since they first came out. They're not even trying to be original anymore. It's the same song and dance. The fact that anyone even listens to this, if you're a black person listening to this and you trying to understand what's going on, I'm going to tell you what, don't try to understand it. There's nothing to understand. Ignore them. The Kaepernicks of the world, all those guys that want to pander. Shout out to my boy Steve Kim. He had a nice segment on an episode that I did. Check it out on episodes. We talked about Kaepernick. This man literally bashed the NFL, quit the NFL off of justice, right, for black folks, all to try to get back into the NFL. Made a documentary on Netflix talking about NFL is a slave trade, pretty much. all to try to come back again to the NFL. And this man still think he can play in the NFL. These guys aren't serious. They don't care. They don't care about black lives. Where are the black people? Am I going crazy here? Where are the black people? I don't see any. I don't see any at all. And I'm like I said, I'm about sick and tired of these guys. They're just a nuisance. They're not helping anything. All they're doing is getting in the way. That's all they're doing is getting in the way. And listen to what these people are saying. Some of the stuff that they say is so outlandish that I got to sit here and look at it once or twice just to understand what's going on.
Because to be real, they didn't even try. Once the lesser charge was removed, they came back an hour later and said it was deadlock. Less than an hour and 20 minutes later, they said not guilty. These wonderful white people, I hope they celebrate their Christmas while the Neely family is praying and asking God for comfort. Goddamn them and goddamn America.
This hate for white people is another issue. And, you know, people ask me, what's the real issue in the black community? And then, you know, the woke left, the woke Negrocrats, you know, they want to say that it's white supremacy and racism. The real racism is these people. They literally hate white people. And then on top of that, they want to hate America. But yet they won't leave. America's so bad that they won't leave. Make it make sense. It doesn't make any sense. It's a terrible organization. It's a fraud organization. They steal black people's money. And black people too stupid enough to realize it that support this mess. Black Lives Matter is a corrupt organization. We should stop paying attention to them. Again, they're trying to rear their ugly head, but they have done nothing for the black community. They're just making us look bad. I don't care. I identify as clear. I don't support any of that mess. I'm not a part of that. I'm never going to be a part of that. It's ridiculous. Now, another hot topic has been Caitlin Clark. Now, I did an episode on Caitlin Clark specifically and the hate that she received coming into the NBA because she's white, dominating. She's a white woman dominating in a predominantly black sport, pretty much, in the WNBA, in basketball in general. And they were hating on her. They were just, you know, using white supremacy somehow, saying that because she's white, this is why she's getting. Listen, nobody watched the WNBA at all before Caitlin Clark. It was just, you know, as a sports person, yes, there are a lot of great players that play sports in all sports, right? But there's only a handful of athletes that can actually transcend the sport to make people want to watch. If I'm just talking basketball, right? I think of obviously Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. You know, those guys made it so people wanted to watch them. And wanted to watch the sport. Allen Iverson, Kobe, you know, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry. Those guys elevated the game so much, and the style that they play, the talent that they have made people want to watch. There's a lot of good people in the NBA. There's a lot of good, well, you know, today's NBA, there's still talent out there. Is it fun to watch? That's for another debate. All you athletes can debate me on that. But there's only a handful of players that can make people want to watch. Now, I'm not a fan of the WNBA. There's people that watch it, fine. All the power to you. I'm not going to take that away from you. But before Caitlin Clark came along, nobody was really watching women's basketball like that. Nobody. Okay? And that's just the truth. As a matter of fact, the WNBA loses money. The NBA makes so much money that it pays for the WNBA to stay, pretty much. But Caitlin Clark started getting people to watch, started getting people to watch at home on TV, started getting people to go to games. She was just that good of a player, and her talent was so spectacular that people wanted to see, which is fine. And, I respected Caitlin Clark because she went in there, she did her thing, she didn't say much. She had a lot of hate from the woke blackity blacks in the WNBA that were hating why she getting all this superstar power, why she getting all this treatment. We've been here doing this, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Jealousy. That's what it was. It was jealousy. And she went in there and cooked. Her rookie year, she did great. I wasn't telling her to be conservative. Most conservative folks didn't need her to come out and say, oh, I'm supporting Donald Trump. I want conservatism. No, we didn't need her to do that. She was just, hey, I just want to hoop. I want to get buckets. That's all I care. I don't care about that other noise. That was fine with us. We didn't care. But they got to her. They got to her. And it's actually pretty sad. And they got to her so bad that she now has to deal with the woke culture, and she has to be a part of that now to be accepted in the WNBA. It's sad. And this is what I say, wokeness is a disease. Instead of using her platform to say, hey, I hope all the young women that are watching me, growing up, watching me play, you can do it. You put in the hard work, you put in the effort, you get out here, you can make it to the league. That's the beauty of this country. That's the beauty of America. I worked hard and I'm in the WBA and I'm so happy to be here. But she caved. And it's actually pretty sad. And, some of these woke black folks talking about, oh, now because she's talking about black women, you guys are racist. It had nothing to do with that. Because that's all you guys want to talk about is racism, which is still a thing, but that's not the number one thing in the black community. That's not we should be worried about. One could argue that black folks are some of the most racist people as well. But for her to come out and say something like this, she got named Times Athlete of the Year. Fine. I think that's good. She earned it. Bravo to her. What does she do? She caved. It's sad to see someone with such talent that she earned. Hey, nothing to do with black folks, nothing to do with the color of her skin. She just got talent and she can hoop. She paved the way all those days she worked hard in the gym, when no one was in there. She earned this herself. This is what she says. I want to say, I've learned every single thing. I'm sorry, excuse me. I want to say I've earned every single thing. But as a white person, there is privilege. Let me tell you something. And this is for the woke black and white people, okay? This is for the woke black and white people. I don't believe in white privilege. There's not a thing in this country, this world, that a white person can achieve that I can't achieve. I stand by that 100%. You can argue with me all day and night. I'm not going to budge on that. The white person has no privilege. And when a white person says that, that's actually disrespectful to me. That's insinuating that you're better than me just because of the color of your skin, that you are inherently better than me. The only privilege I really believe in is money privilege. Because if you got money, you can do a lot of things that other people can't do. It is what it is. But that's not to say I can't get there. That's not to say I can't accomplish that. It's not to say I can't get that money privilege. Because I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth, but hey, let me come up with something. Let me invent something. Let me learn something. Let me earn something to get myself to where I need to be. If I want to get that privilege. And then I can set it up for my sons to have that privilege. And then I teach them what I did and to help them to sustain what I've worked for. And now they can learn how to work for it and make their own wealth. But giving them a solid foundation to start that. That's the problem in the black community. So we need the help of white people so much. We want white people to acknowledge us, to feel sorry for us. Why? I don't understand it. We need to attack Caitlin Clark so hard that she has to come out and say, as a white person, there is privilege. A lot of those players in the league that have been really good have been black players. Okay? The league has kind of been built on them. Why can't it just be a lot of the players in the league are good? There's really good women in here. They've built a solid foundation, and I'm fortunate to be a part of this league. That's all you have to say. I look forward to competing with them every night. I'm happy to be on this stage and display my talents in one of the best leagues in the country, in the world. No, she can't say something like that. That's white privilege. The more we can appreciate that, highlight that, talk about that, and then continue to have brands and companies invest in those players that have made this league incredible, I think it's very important. I have to continue to try and change that. What are you going to change, Caitlin? Please tell me, what do you plan on changing? This whole white guilt, nonsense is stupid, okay? And white people, you got to stop doing it. It makes no sense. Again, saying that you have some kind of privilege is insulting to me. That means you're saying that you're better than me. The wokeness is out. The woke mafia is back. I'm telling y'all, man, it's back. And I'm, for one, am sick of it. It's sad that she had to bend to the woke crowd just to feel like she's welcome. I don't know who got in her ear. I don't know what her handlers were telling her. I don't know what her teammates are telling her. I don't know what. But it's sad. And, a lot of people are like, well, are you not going to watch her now? I never watched her in the first place. I watch highlights because I just don't watch WNBA. But those are the people that did support her just because she played basketball and that's it. I mean, that's what athletes used to be. Just I'm out here to hoop and entertain, play my sport, entertain. That's it.
I'm buying this. They reward the athletes who are not only great, but the big newsmakers. And she may be the biggest newsmaker of the past calendar year. But beyond that, I'm struck by what she said in the interview with Time Magazine. She acknowledged that, yes, she benefits from white privilege, even though she works hard. She said,
that doesn't make any sense. She benefits from white privilege, even though she works hard. It's dudes like this. And as a male saying something like this, it really bothers me to hear that from another dude. You need white people to make you feel good? You need Caitlin Clark to say, oh, I got white privilege to make you feel good about yourself? To feel like they care? I don't care if anybody didn't care about me at all. Because I don't base my everyday decisions on whether somebody cares about me or not. No matter what skin color they have. She was awarded the Athlete of the Year because she worked hard. That's it. It has nothing to do with her privilege.
That Dejanay Carrington was not targeting her. She said she wasn't targeted by the league. She rebuffed a lot of things that people were saying about those players and affirmed that she was going to stand by the black women in the WNBA, which is what a lot of people have been waiting for. And that says more to her character than anything she does on the court.
I'm just trying to figure out why or who got to her to make her say stuff like this. I guess it was the sports media world. And they got to her, and it's a shame. Just listen to this debate. Carrie Champion, she used to be on ESPN, I guess. I guess she's now on CNN. Congrats to her. But I think it's these people that got in her ear. When I mean her, I mean Caitlin Clark. She's been listening to the news. This is, her people came to her and said, you got to change the way you think if you're going to be in this league. They bullied her into it. That's my opinion.
Why is she being bullied?
Why is that wrong?
Why is she being bullied for acknowledging something that's smart, truth, and factual?
Smart, truth, and
things.
factual.
Number one, whether you're an athlete or anyone else, if I hear you use the phrase "my truth," I immediately then discount everything else you say because.
Agreed. The moment someone says "my truth," that means you don't have any facts, and I'm not listening to anything you have to say. There's no such thing as my truth. It's either the truth or it's not the truth. That's it. There's no such thing as my truth. It's the dumbest thing ever. I don't even know where that even came from. My truth.
Because there isn't my truth or your truth. There's just the truth. And when you start using phrases like that, it tells me that
That's not true.
Your brain has been captured by something that I don't really respect.
That's not true.
Number two.
That's not true.
Number two.
It's definitely true.
The attention the league got this year was amazing, and it was all because of her. She is an amazing player. The arenas were full when she played in them. The TV ratings were up when she was on television. That's undeniable. But the league still lost like $40 million this year. And it's never made money. And to me, when you're talking about respecting people who built something, what did they build? A league that loses money every year? She has the capacity.
What do you mean, what did they build? What do you mean, what did they build?
What kind of a business did they build?
The reason why it's still up and still running, whether it's losing money or not,
It's because of the NBA.
is because of these black women who are in this.
It's because of these black women. No, it's because of the NBA. That's it. The NBA, he just said it. The WNBA loses money every year. So what did these black women build? A losing company? They built an unsuccessful product that has to rely on the NBA to keep it afloat.
No, Scott, stop it. You stop it now.
It's not. I was in Dickie's arena.
Who pays for it?
I was in Dickie's arena. Let me just tell you.
It says more about the people who are getting offended by it than her.
I think they're just disappointed that she appears to have been captured by the woke mob.
You don't like the
And here's the disappointment.
It's the white privilege. Let him articulate this because I want to learn something.
I feel a little bad for her because she's going to learn that it will never be enough. No matter how much of the phrasing, no matter how much of the groveling you do, it will never be enough for the people in that league that hate her guts.
Why do you assume
they hate?
That's absolutely true. I like that. Well done and well said. Don't matter what she does. And that's the problem when you just give in to the woke mob. Because no matter what you do, it's never going to be enough. They're never going to like you. Caitlin, they're not going to like you, okay? Because you came in there and you pretty much blossomed the WNBA into making people want to watch it. Somehow your skill level drew attention. It made people want to watch. And the people that's been there couldn't do that. So they don't like you. And now you want to be liked in this league. So you got to submit yourself to the woke mafia. It's not enough. It's never going to be enough. It's sad. You think that they're going to like you. They're not. The moment you cross up a black woman and you shoot a jump over her, they go come after you. It is what it is. Man, I don't know what Angel Reese does, but she didn't have the capacity. Her skill level wasn't as good as yours to draw people in. It may have worked at LSU and a little college, little feud back and forth, whatever. But nobody want to watch Angel Reese. It is what it is. It's not a bad thing. Nobody wants to watch her. They want to watch you. The moment you do something that the black woke mafia doesn't like, they're going to attack you again.
Hater
That
guts.
why do you assume that she is trying to pander? Isn't it
Because
also,
I hear the language.
Scott,
It's the language of the pander.
Scott,
I hear the phrase white privilege. Sports is the one place where nobody on the field has any privilege at all. She doesn't get extra points when she shoots because she's white. She gets the same number of points as anybody else. Sports is the great equalizer, and it just felt like to a lot of people that she was groveling for no reason because she is an amazing player who deserves all the accolades she's getting right now for doing what she's doing for women's basketball.
all right, we got.
Well done, Scott. Well done. I couldn't have said it better myself. That's essentially what's going on. And it's sad to see that Caitlin has taken that road. Shame that I had to come to this. Thank y'all for being here. I got one more video, but thank y'all for being here. Like, subscribe, and share the YouTube channel. As you can see in the bottom here, these are all my social media platforms. Spread the word. I appreciate everybody that's been here from day one. Remember to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button. Let's keep building the channel together, right? Let's keep doing it together. Hopefully Caitlin Clark can just get back to hooping, but I think it's too late now. She already dug a hole, so she backs off now. She's really gonna be in trouble. So again, I don't watch the WNBA. But for those that became fans, put in the comments. How do you feel about that? Let me know. Let's have a discussion about it. Charleston White. Love this dude, man. Dude keeps it real. And I have to agree with him because I think that there's a majority of people that are just tired of hearing black people whine and cry all the time. They're just tired of hearing black folks cry and whine about every little thing. They really are. And Charleston White, this is a clip of him saying this is why a lot of people don't really mess with black folks that much. And listen to what he has to say. I think he's speaking some truth.
Before Mexican,
even Africans and like Nigerians say crazy shit about African Americans.
Yeah, nobody rock with us but white American, homie.
But what is it about us though that makes us the most hated?
We're disrespectful. We're arrogant.
Loud.
We have an ethnocentric ideology belief as if we're better than everybody because we think we were the first.
We think we're old.
Yeah. We're entitled.
Yeah.
We're lazy. When you get on the job with most black people, everybody look at them and see, man, we don't work as hard as other people. So it's obvious why they don't like us. Just look around on your job. We the loudest. We come in. If we having a bad day, we go tell them off. We ain't take what we not gonna put up with. And we're not the brightest.
I will say, I think there are some really intelligent black folks out here, but I do get what he's saying as far as being able to make day-to-day decisions and not react off emotion. Black folks are some of the most emotional people for whatever reason. If you can appeal to black people's emotion, you can get them. That's literally what the Democratic Party does.
We used to be at the front of the pack, homie, in the 60s and the 50s. We're not the brightest anymore. And we ain't the strongest and the toughest.
And I also think that has to do with these institutions dumbing stuff down for black folks. See, y'all don't even, black folks want to cry about systemic problems. Yeah, because they're not holding us to the same standards as they do everyone else. They look at black children, black folks, and say, you know what? These people can't do it. Let's dumb it down for them. I did a podcast episode a while ago where I think it was in Oregon somewhere. I don't know if I'm accurate, but I think it was in Oregon where they took math, science, and I think reading off the curriculum. That's literally the things you need to survive in society. But they said the black children don't have to do that because it's too hard for them. They're too stupid. They think you're stupid that you can't even do math, reading, or any science. Instead of saying, no, this is the curriculum. This is what you need to learn. We're going to hold you to the same standards as we do everybody else. Either you learn it or we're going to get you some help so that you can get there. That's what we need. Not dumbing everything out is because we don't think you're stupid enough to learn it. So we're just going to not have you do it. And then we'll just cradle you and carry you to wherever you need to go. And black folks don't learn anything. They just get handed handouts.
Tough is like we think we are. That's why the white boys got into UFC and started kicking ass.
Us as black people, do we have any allies? Do we have a race that fucks?
White people.
Bro, shut the fuck up, bro.
If you
I hope I get to meet Charleston. Charleston, if you see this, I would like to meet you, man. Sit down and chat with you. I really would. I really would.
Patriotic black person, a white person will be your best friend if you're patriotic. If you're a patriotic black person, white people will be your best friend. You see that, nigga? Nigga, the Ku Klux Klan sent me that from Stone Mountain, Georgia. You think I'm bullshit? The Ku Klux Klan sent me that. Look at that address.
Wow. Y'all, this is real. I can't put it on camera.
No, look at that address. Where'd that come from? The headquarters.
Memorial Drive.
The motherfucking headquarters.
Conservative. Wow. How they find you?
They've been putting my address online forever. They sent that to the main house.
Did you ever go to the main house?
Yeah. Yeah. Because I understand. Homie, who else teaches us how to read? No other race would teach us their language. No other ethnicity group would teach us their language. White teachers taught us how to read and was fair to all of us for the most part, no matter what their prejudice or ideology was. So most don't know how to read if it wasn't for a white school teacher.
So you think white people, if you're patriotic, white people will rock with you before Hispanic will?
Yeah.
Yes. Because if you're a patriotic black person and you talk to dudes, other black folks who got this victim mentality that believe that the system is out to get them, that they don't have no chance, and white people are this and white people are bad and all this other stuff, they're going to cast you out. If you have any of intelligence and you go against the black mainstream movement, you go against that black thought, they cast you out. And you can be smart, you can be educated, you can have facts, you can point out fallacies. They'll cast you out because, what do you mean? White people is the problem. The system is the problem. This country is the problem. If you don't think like that, they don't want nothing to do. I don't get hate from white people. I really don't. Yeah, the white liberals might come after me. Nobody cares about them. And that's few. That's few and far between. The most hate I get is from black folks because I don't think like them. Racism is my problem. White folks is that what I'm supposed to be worried about? The KKK? That's what I'm supposed to be worried about? The people screaming about the KKK and white supremacists ain't never met a white supremacist, ain't never deal with the KKK, nothing like that. As a matter of fact, they have good lives, they thrive in this country, and they're doing just fine. They just want handouts. They want white people to love them. They want to feel like a victim so people can feel sorry for them. Black folks are the most racist people to me. Why? Because I love this country. I love being in America. I love living here. I love the United States. I appreciate our armed forces, our military men and women. I appreciate the freedoms that this country offers me. Say that to a woke black person, it's like I'm speaking some kind of crazy language. Charleston White, I respect you, man. If you see this, I'd love to meet you one day and just hang out and chat it up. I really would. It's another episode of What You Talking About Willis podcast. Again, thank you for watching and spending some time with me. Again, spread the word, like, subscribe, and share. Hit that notification button so you can know when I put the episodes out. Again, thank you for those that's been checking on me, reaching out to me, and just gotta say, hey, what's going on? We missed the episodes. Want to see what you think on this and that. Again, send me a topic that you want me to talk about. Follow me on all the social medias. It's scrolling right there at the bottom of the screen. Please reach out. Hit the comments. Want to hear your thoughts, whether you agree or disagree. We can have a civilized discussion and go from there. But thank you all so much for listening. And remember, keep God first. Life is going to come at you hard. Just keep fighting. Stay strong. Believe in Jesus Christ. Love your country. Love America. And y'all stay safe. Peace.